Hello and welcome to Quirky Cat Crafts. This is Sherry. Alright you guys, I'm going to be doing some leafing, some gold leafing, except for it's not gold. I recently ordered a set of leafing that is designed for like manicures, and so I have them divided up into this basket, and I'm going to flip through the colors real quick. You're not going to be able to see them because I need to keep them protected. If you've worked with leafing before, you know how fragile it is. So what I did was I took each color and I cut a square of white cardstock for the front and the back. And then I put a label of the color name on the front. And so that it's sandwiched in between. So I should be able to just open the top of the Ziploc, pull out one sheet, because each sheet is individually wrapped in like, what is it, like baker's paper or something like that. So anyway, so I had ordered a set previously, but it did not come with like any kind of a turquoise or teal color. So I ordered a different set that did have those colors, and so they're all combined in here. So I'm going to flip through and just read the color names for you guys real quick. So there's pink gold, pastel pink, hot pink, red, orange, yellow, mint green, jade green, primary green, turquoise, teal, royal blue, pastel purple, regular purple, bright purple, oops, there's two there, black, silver, gold, copper, and bronze. So, I pulled out, let me set this aside for a second. So I pulled out first of all, my binder that I keep all of my texture sheets in, and there's also my stencils are in there. I just recently combined them into one binder. So I have all of my texture sheets. These are by a company called Makins, M-A-K-I-N-S, and they are designed specifically for clay. And I'm looking for one in particular because I want to start with the turquoise and the teal colors. And where is it? Did I miss it? I did. So this one, this texture sheet, I know it's hard to see, but it is like fish scales. And so I thought doing that on like the turquoise and the teal would be a good filler option for my polymer clay mixed media mosaics. So I'm going to do that on either turquoise or teal. And then I want a swirly one. I have a couple of different options. Let me see if I can find the other one here. Something that would like represent water. These are all the stencils back here. Yeah, these are all stencils. Stencils. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. This particular texture sheet is actually designed for, I don't know how to say it, you guys. Is it fondant? Fondant? I don't know. The cake decorating. That's what this is particularly designed for. And you can do, all of these are reversible. So if I do it this way, then the clay is going to come up into the design. And if I do it this way, then it's going to press down for the swirls. And it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get a better impression doing it this way. Because doing it this way, sometimes it doesn't squish up into the design as well. So squishing down is better. Does that make sense? So we're going to do these two first on teal. And I want to make sure that I'm using a clay that will cut easily after baking. Because I don't want, Sculpey 3 does not cut well after baking. So soufflés, the soufflé line does. Primo cuts fairly well. The Craft Smart brand from Michaels cuts really well after baking. And So, and then the glitters and the pearl clays are iffy. Sometimes they cut okay, sometimes not so much. But I am going to be using a brick of the Craft Smart. I've already totally decimated the packaging, but it's the Craft Smart 1 pound brick of just black. So, and I probably should have rolled it out before I came on here with you guys, but I didn't. And I want to pull out a sheet of the turquoise and a sheet of the teal. And we're going to see how these come out. These are fairly small, so you're not going to get a whole lot of filler tiles out of it, depending on the size of your mosaic project. But, you know, you don't want a lot of the foiling as your filler because it is so bright and shiny, that you don't want the eye to get kind of just drawn to that. So you don't want a lot of leafing on your mosaics. So, so anyway, so we're going to do, I'm debating whether I want to do 1 sheet or 2. And, I mean, we'll start with 1 and go from there. So, let me turn my fan off because this stuff blows so bad. Like, hold on, you guys. Okay. I've learned from experience. And once it blows and folds up on itself, you're kind of screwed. So, all right. So I'm going to just cut a chunk of this off and roll it out and feed it through the pasta maker. And there's clay on here from my last time I rolled. So we're going to clean off my roller real quick with a baby wipe, because baby wipes are crafter and best friend. So, all right, so while I'm doing this, since this is a very specific video of how-to tutorial, I'm going to try and keep it that way to some extent. But for those of you that have subscribed to me for a while, you know that I'm a truck driver. And today is Wednesday. And yesterday I apparently missed a piece of the silver glitter. Huh. Yesterday, my trailer had no brakes, and so I got canceled because they couldn't get it fixed yesterday. And so then they got the brakes fixed, and that was the load I was supposed to take today. But then whatever they did to the tires, or to the brakes, made it to where I could not adjust where the tires of the trailer were set. And it was a very heavy load, and there's restrictions on what the weights can be on each set of tires. So, because I couldn't adjust them because of whatever they did, and they did not have another load for me to take, unfortunately, I was canceled for the 2nd night in a row. And so that means no pay. And so I'm a little cranky about that. But it is what it is. So, as they say, the only thing you can plan on in truck driving is things not going as planned. That is what they say. So, so I'm home tonight, but since I was home last night and pretty much just stared at the TV, I was like, well, I'm going to come in here and do something. But I'm cranky and crabby and not in a crafty mood, per se. But I wanted to do something. So I did a quick cleanup of my mess of a craft room. It's not completely clean, but at least I can see the top of my desk over here next to me. And then as I was cleaning, and I came across the leafing, and I was like, well, you know what? Normally what I should be doing is, I'm trying to get this as close to a square as possible. You should really wait until you're doing your project and you know what kind of texture and what kind of pattern you want to do. But I do have some general ones as well that I've pulled out. Some general stamps. I've got several of them over here. So, my favorite one, my swirly one. So, I don't know how many colors I'm going to do. We're going to see how this goes. I'm already getting hot with the fan off, so I don't know. All right, let's move this up out of the way. And let's start with this one. So you get your clay laid down, and so I have two colors, turquoise and teal. And I'm actually going to get them both on the clay, and then I'm going to decide which one I want to do fish scales and which one I want to do swirlies. So, all right, so we're going to pull out one of these. Okay. And then this is what I've learned with the leafing. So you separate. Actually, it needs to go this way. Really? All right, fine. We'll do it this way. So you separate the paper off. Fold it back so that it's laying flat. And then you take your clay and just drop it. If you hesitate at all, it's going to stick to this and it's going to mess it all up. You just have to be decisive and just go and give it a tap. Okay, pick it up. And there we have, what color was this? The turquoise or the teal? This was the turquoise, right? And let's go ahead and do a teal one. So I will put the link for this set of leafing in the comments below. They have a lot of different sets, a lot of different... Is this the same color? Did I seriously just pull the same color twice? I think I did. Okay, I'm going to put this one back. And pull out one of these. They have a lot of different sets with different colors. They have patterned ones. I haven't bought any of those yet because financially I'm not in a place where I can, but they have ones that are like animal prints or swirls or like watercolory looking. I mean, just all different kinds I found. So manicure foil or nail foil is what you want to look for. But I will link this particular one so that if anybody wants to see, it's lifting up and you got to be careful. See, it's static. Come on, unroll, unroll. Wow, I don't know why it's, yeah, this color is going to be difficult. This one might not come out as good, you guys. But we're going to do it quick. Here we go. Ready? Let's see how that did. That works. Okay. So, sorry if my head was just in there. So this is one of the colors. I think I call that one turquoise. And that one's teal. So I got fish scales and I got water. And I feel like the dark one needs to be the watery, swirly one. So let's do the fish scales first. Move this off to the side. And again, these are reversible. On this particular texture, it makes no difference which side goes down, which side goes up. I mean, it'll give you a different look, but as far as the quality of the pattern, it doesn't matter. So, so we're going to put this down on top and give it a couple of rolls with the acrylic roller. You don't want to roll so hard that your clay gets squished really, really flat, but you definitely want to get a good impression on the foil. And then when you bring it up, you want to be careful not to go too fast. And then we're going to hope that the foil doesn't stick to the texture sheet, because that could happen as well. But it did not. So that came out really good, I think. So we're going to release it. And this is another situation where you don't want to just grab it and pull up, because it'll distort your pattern. So we're going to get some of this out of the way. It is sticking really bad, you guys. All right. There we go. Nope, distorting it a little bit, but that's okay. So here's our fish scales. And again, because this is the Craft Smart brand and it cuts really easy, after baking, we're just going to leave this as a square. Any of the clay that gets foil on it, I mean, you can reuse it. You're putting foil over it. It's not that big of a deal, but I have a baggie where I just put all the pieces where I have a little bit of foil stuck in there. So, because this is not going to be perfectly square, but I'll show you another trick here in just a second. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, bend the blade to cut it. Now, sometimes you can just tap the sides like this. And you can get it kind of squared up better. Okay. All right. I'll zoom in on them after I get them done, okay? But there's our fish scales. All right. And now we're going to bring in the turquoise. And we're going to do this swirlies. Because this is not a uniform pattern, I want to look for an area where I like what I'm looking at. Does that make sense? And I'm really focusing on this center part right here where there's a bunch of little. Okay. I mean, it doesn't need to be that particular, but all right, so we'll give it a roll. You want to roll in all directions, but again, not too much pressure. Let's see how this one comes out. Very cool. And we're gonna release. Cutting board is sliding on me. The other thing you can do with these texture sheets is you can make the impression like this and then rub mica powders. And that gives you some really nice filler top tile options as well. So, okay. I'm going to give this a tap here in just a second. See if I can't square it up. These were the two colors I definitely wanted to see because these were the two colors I purchased the set for. Was for the teal and turquoise. I was like, I didn't have any teal or turquoise. All right. So there's our kind of sort of current waves. The downside with my baking tiles is that you can't really, might be able to fit two. Let's see. Yeah, good enough. It's hanging over the edge a little bit, but not too bad. But like to go here, I'd have to like cut pieces, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but. All right, so that's the teal and the turquoise. And again, I haven't used these. I mean, I've used leafing, but I haven't used this particular brand of leafing. It should be, you know, well bonded to the clay. And then after you bake the clay, it should be very well stuck. But we will find out after we bake. All right, so that's teal and turquoise. Let's see. I do have a lot of, how many colors do I have here? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. I have 20 colors. So, because I had bought another set previous, I have combined some of them, like pastel pink. They're not exactly the same shades of pink, but, you know, they're both pastel pink. And so I probably should have kept them separated, but too late now. So, all right. So the other thing I am thinking about is, for those of you that have watched my channel, you know that I am planning to do a Gnome holiday mosaic set. And I know I'm going to want leafing for each of the holidays. Some things are easy to, I mean, obviously, like hearts for Valentine's Day, for example. Snowflakes for, you know, Christmas. So I did pull out a couple of rolly wheels here that are, like this has leaves and acorns. This one is just leaves. That's a flowery one. Oh, that's a fish one. That would have been cute on the turquoise or the teal as well, but not doing that right now. But I am thinking this one that has acorns and leaves. And so I want to do, and that will be for the Thanksgiving. And the other thing is, I don't know my clay color choices yet, per se, but I'm going to look at the orange, but then I'm also going to look at the copper and the bronze, and then I'll figure out which one I want to do. So, there's the orange and copper and bronze. So we're going to have to pull them all out because I can't see. If I end up with a scrap after I use these, after it's baked and I use the tiles, if I end up with a scrap, I'll probably stick the scrap in the bag so that I have a better idea of what the color will look like. So, come here. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Do more than one or just one? Nope, I had more than one. All right, this one is orange. Let's take a quick peek. I like that color. I don't even know if I want to mess with the copper or the bronze because I really like the orange. So I think that's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit. And then I'll show you what we're going to do is we're going to lay it, and then I'm going to roll 2 strips. And we're going to see what we end up with, okay? So again, we're going to peel this open. Come on. There's our orange. Okay. So, oops, that was really loud. I'm sorry about that. All right. So what I've learned about these is you want to make sure you're doing even pressure. So, and I want to make sure that I'm getting an acorn in there for sure. So, and we're going to line it up with the edge here. Push down and roll. And then we'll go right here. And okay. Excuse me. Release it from the cutting board. So, also, for those of you that have watched my other videos, and I had mentioned that I was going to see if work comp was going to cover if I needed surgery on my hands because of the trigger fingers that I've been getting. And I went to the appointment on Monday and was denied. So, that is off the table. And if I do end up having to have surgery, you know, my insurance will still cover it, but it's the time off of work that I was more concerned with. So, all right, so there we have some really pretty texture of acorns and leaves. Okay. All right, and so now that I'm thinking about this, about the holiday sets, because that is coming up pretty soon. And I do have my heart stamp right here. And then the question is, do I go red or pink for the hearts? Or maybe I'll do both. And then I have 3 different shades of pink. But I don't know that I want to make that many sheets. I only have the 1 brick of the Craft Smart black clay. So, and then I need to go dig through my wood-mounted stamps and see if I've got like a shamrock one for St. Patrick's Day and maybe some Easter eggs for, yeah, that kind of thing. So, all right, I need to do 1 more. So I think I want to do a pink heart because red will be on Christmas probably and 4th of July. So I think I want to go pink. So I have pastel pink, pink gold, no, hot pink. Should we go hot pink for Valentine's Day? I think we should. And like I said, there's a couple different brands of colors in here. I can just tell by the paper. And let me just see if I can get a good look on the side. Yeah, there's actually 3 different colors in here. And they're just slight variations. So we're just going to pick one. Doesn't matter. We're just going to pull one out. Okay. I also have a rolly wheel that's Christmas presents. Well, presents. And that could be used for Christmas and birthday. I think I have one that's Christmas tree ornaments too, so I might do the presents for birthday. Woo, that is a hot, hot pink, isn't it? That's almost like a fuchsia. That is a hot, hot pink. Almost missed it. Almost went off the edge. That's all right, though. All right. So this is just like a background stamp. And it's hearts. So we're just going to try to have it lined up so that it's not crooked. Give it a roll. Ooh, it's sliding. All right, we're gonna do this instead. All right, let's see what we got here. Pretty. It's good enough. Again, these are just like filler options, so they don't need to be, and the fact that they're foil and they're going to draw the eye no matter what. So it's just kind of keeping it simple. Just not my area of expertise, but hey. All right, my head's probably going to be in there. Sorry if it is in the shot. Let's get it trimmed down. So, and I do have a rolly wheel that is stars, and that would be good for the 4th of July. So I'd probably do that on the royal blue. All right, so here's our pink hearts, upside down, but that's okay. I need to give this a tap, I can tell. Okay, pink hearts. And I have 6 baking tiles total, which means I can do 12 of these. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and do the stars, since that's in my head. And the presents. So let's see. Oh, and the Christmas tree ornaments. Let's do those 3. Where's the stars? Where's the stars? So here's the star one. Okay. I don't know how it's going to come out, but we're going to give it a go. Can you guys see that? Okay. It's like stars and confetti. Yeah, and it needs to be the royal blue, I believe. Green, turquoise, teal, blue. So, I don't recall how much I paid for these foil things, but I mean, it wasn't that drastically expensive. I think maybe like $20 or $30 or something like that. And you get like 100 sheets or something. So, you know, it'll last a while. So, oh, I haven't rolled the clay out yet. Come on, Sherry, get it together. So, let's see. Give this a roll. In other news, my cat Garfield, who is named Garfield for a reason. He is all about food. He follows me everywhere with an attitude of, where are we going and will there be food when we get there? That is Garfield. And he's losing weight, and he's not really eating the wet food. And then he started crying when he's in the litter box. So I took him to the vet last week, and $320 later to find out that he's got crystals in his urine. And so he's been prescribed a medicated food, which is ridiculously expensive. So that makes for not good financially when I just lost 2 days of pay. To have that come in the week after I just spent $200 and some at Chewy.com for medicated food, which he's refusing to eat. So, I don't know. I'm going to call the vet again in the morning and see what other options there might be. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. So, anyway. So, if there's any cat people out there that want to send happy healing kitty vibes my way, or Garfield's way, he and I would appreciate it. So, okay, careful, careful, careful. See how these stars come out. Yeah, I'm in love with these foils, you guys. They're just freaking gorgeous. All right, this is a pretty big pattern, but we're gonna see what we can do here. And then I gotta decide. Probably gonna go purple with the presents, and then green maybe for the Christmas tree ornaments. I'm debating whether I want to like start in the middle or whether I think I want to line it up on the edge. So, all right. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Might have to do something different. But we'll give it a bake and see how it comes out. Don't know till you try. I don't know about other art forms because I'm not an artist per se. I just do these mosaics, but there's a lot of learning from your mistakes. So, no, this might be all right. Again, it doesn't have to be that recognizable of a pattern because it's more the foil. But if anyone studies it closely, then they would be able to see. The stars on there. All right. Running out of glue. So, I don't know. I think I'm trying to decide, do I want to go red or green for the Christmas tree ornaments, you guys? I mean, I could do silver or gold. I don't know, I gotta think on that. So, all right, presents, where'd they go? Where did they go? I know I had them pulled out. There we go. So, yep, presents and gift bags. All right. Now we're going to go purple. All right, let's see. Purples. I've got pastel purple, bright purple, and regular purple. Let's take a look here. I think we're just going to go with the regular purple. Why not? And then when I do the Happy Birthday Gnome Mosaic, I will find, is that upside down? Looks like it. That's not good. I will find clay colors that coordinate. What What is happening here? I was upside down. That is what was happening. But yeah, so the birthday, you know, was kind of, you know, purple and I don't know. Maybe purple and navy blue. I've been on a purple and navy blue kick here lately. I don't know why. All right, let's see. It's gonna, it needs to go this way. I like it, but now I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't go with the bright purple. Let me think. I've used the bright purple before. I think I want to go with the bright purple. We're going to put this one back in the bag. And we're going to go bright purple. Why? Because I like it. Come here. Come on. Oh, that one's torn. That'll have to get used on something else. Okay, let's see how we feel about this one. Getting hungry. My hands are getting shaky. So this is probably going to be the last one that I do, because I only have room for one more on my baking tiles anyway. Dang it. See, I missed over here. We're going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Run a little piece through the deal and yeah, that'll work good enough. Train of thought totally derailed on me, you guys. What was I saying? I only have room for one more on my baking sheets anyway. So, but this is just kind of to give you an idea. So these are presents. And so we're gonna start here at the top. Presents. Pretty. Yeah, I don't know. I did a project recently that was like navy blue, teal, and purple. And I just really liked that color combination. So, perhaps that will be the colors for the Gnome birthday. But anyway, so yeah, being off tonight and being frustrated that I'm off and hoping that they have something where I can work this weekend and make up a little bit of the money I lost, but you don't know. Alright, hang on a second. Move the stars over. And these are so pretty, you guys. So pretty. Alright, I'm going to zoom in. Uh-oh. That one is not fitting. That one is not. There we go. Alright, get this out of the way. So, and I'm going to zoom in. Just gonna make a little more room. Oh, excuse my t-shirt. All right. So here we've got our leaves and acorns and our blue stars. Uh-oh. Oh no. I just dropped those texture sheets in a location where I'm going to have to move furniture to get to them. That really stinks. That sums up my day, I'll tell you what. And then here we've got on the teal and the turquoise, the fish scales and the swirls. And then here's our pink hearts and our purple presents. And I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight because I'm shaking and I need to go eat. So, I will come back after they're baked and show you guys how they turned out, okay? All right, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching.